The big thing that you hear people say is, oh, I would never have a home birth because what if something happened? Your kid could die, or you could die, or something. With our first birth, Zeke, we had started kind of looking into it, but just didn't feel really comfortable because with our first baby, you feel like sometimes you just don't know what to expect.
The helicopter.
You know, I ended up having to be induced with him because it was like 15 days past our due date, and that was as far as our doctor was comfortable going. You got it. And still was able to do it without any kind of epidural or pain medicine or anything. And I felt like I had accomplished something amazing. Even though everything doesn't go according to plan ever, I feel like that became my passion. Like, I think moms need to feel that.
The hospital, they can get a little pushy, and you're just like, well, that makes us uncomfortable, and then that kind of prolongs the birth process. Oh, I just don't trust any of you.
The doctor and the nurses in the hospital, even though they were great, they have so many other patients.
Here.
Knowing somebody like my friend Kaylin, that was our doula, and she had 3 home births. What are you doing? And she had a midwife that she really liked, and I called her. There's nothing over here. It seems to be a lot of word of mouth. So if you don't know anybody that's done anything like that, or if you're not purposely out there seeking information about alternative things that you could do, then it's just not something you even think about, I think.
They're trained medical professionals, midwives are. So I was pretty comfortable with it. It makes sense to have a baby at home. That's like instinct, to be in a safe place to have a baby. Please don't let me crush you. Okay.
Woohoo! You want to go higher? No. No? Because we're going to have to go in and take a bath soon. You know, at home, I was the only person that they were taking care of. And there were 2 midwives, and there was my doula, and there were a couple midwives in training. I felt very safe and very well cared for, and like my priorities were their priorities and things like that. So I definitely wanted to do that again.
Hey, come on in. All right, how are you?
Pretty good. Still pregnant.
Hanging in there. A typical midwifery appointment is about an hour, sometimes longer. And we spend most of that talking, getting to know each other. I want to know what they want out of their care. We're kind of monitoring to make sure that if somebody is developing a more high risk or developing a problem, the goal is to identify it early and give them tools to redirect it. Give them tools to get back on the path of normal, low risk, healthy pregnancy. That's our goal. All right, I think your blood pressure and stuff still doing okay on swelling? Mm-hmm. All right.
I know a lot of it is just mental.
It is. You gotta have stuff checked off, you know.
I don't want to feel like I can't have a baby because I've got laundry piled up.
Right.
It's subconscious. No, I know. That doesn't matter.
Like, it's so silly, but you can't help the things that bother you, you know. By the time you get to the birth, some things are unpredictable, but there's so much you can do ahead of time.
When we started going with Lauren for appointments, Cassie would be there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, talking about everything, any question she has, and Lauren would answer, and it was just so much better. An OBGYN's like fast food, and Lauren, or probably a lot of midwives are like a full like sit-down meal.
Hello, little one. Feels like maybe more on your left at the moment. I'm not sure if, almost feels like either directly to your left side, or it could be a little bit more one way or the other.
Yeah.
Not to the front, it could be a little bit more to the back.
Lauren really just made me totally comfortable knowing how knowledgeable she is, and we have, you know, plan A, plan B, plan C if things don't go the way we'd like.
Closest hospital, is Camden or Marietta closer?
They're probably the same.
Okay.
But Camden would be better.
Preferred. Okay.
'Cause our insurance doesn't cover it if it's not in West
Okay.
Virginia.
Cool. Well, then we'll just do Camden.
Yeah.
Now we wait.
Okay.
All right.
I am 37 weeks and I think 3 days, which means we are safe to go into labor at any point. So, all right, Chloe, you want to help me check things off while I find things and make sure we've got everything?
4 flexible drinking straws. Yes, with the straws.
You just kind of don't want to move out of whatever position you're in, but you really need to keep hydrated and drink plenty. So, like, somebody might bring you a cup of water and you don't want to like try to get in the right position to not spill it all over yourself. So they just put a straw in your mouth. You don't have to think about, you know, sitting up or something like that.
1 cotton newborn hat. It's so cute.
With little elephants on it.
Cassie introduced me to the home birth. That would be something that I'd be interested in doing if I ever get married and have children. If I'm going to go into something, I want to know what I'm going into. And what better way than to be there step by step. And the more I know about it, the more I'm prepared about it, and the more open my options are.
I'm supposed to have 2 giant bowls, one in case I need to get sick so they can catch it, I guess. And the other one is to hold the placenta close by after the placenta is born so that they don't have to cut the cord too early or anything. And I told Lauren I would take a picture and send it to her because I didn't have it ready when she was here the other day. And then we still have to make the pad sickles. Even though the birth process can be kind of a private thing, I think that it's something that we should not be afraid to let other people experience with us. All right, these can go in the freezer, and I feel like I'm prepared. I just have to find a heating blanket. I think it's in a closet somewhere. We've got things checked off our list enough that I'm getting excited and ready to hold her and less nervous.
Midwives are the experts in normal birth. We're the experts in physiologic birth. Hey.
How's it going?
Awesome.
Do you need to check me or do anything?
Is it okay if we listen?
I am totally confident that she and the assisting midwife, they are very trained and up to date on emergency care.
Sounds great. I might take just a little peek after this one so I can just see what she's doing afterwards, but she sounds good. You look like you're surrendering to labor land beautifully.
They've seen enough normal, healthy pregnancies and births and labors to immediately be able to tell when something's a little off.
No.
Okay.
No. It hurts.
other thing
Is
we
there
could
something
do.
wrong?
Mm-mm.
That she's not.
No, I just think it would help. I think it would help you move faster through this part if we align her better. That's all. Nothing's wrong.
Nothing wrong. She sounds good and you sound good.
Yep.
You're hurting, that's all.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to do.
Let's get through this one, okay?
Just breathe. Breathe down deep. Breathe deep.
You can get through this one. Just listen to your body.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
See, okay? Let me just dry your face.
Oh,
Hi, sweetheart.
oh my god!
That's a good girl.
God. You did a cast. That was so hard. She's here. Oh my god. Look at the hair. Look at her. Oh, she's so little.
That went fast at the end.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it is.
I don't feel like I pushed very much.
Your water broke and then she pushed herself out.
Yeah. There's just a lot of work leading up to it.
Yeah. Rude midwife. You are so rude. I'm sorry. So they're driving their care, they're driving their birth. And I think that that's why people in general leave home birth feeling empowered.
As soon as she was born and I had her in my arms, like already just that moment, it was like, oh, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was like instant.
Yeah. So it was, I can't say that I would change anything.
This is called early first stage of labor. So the first stage of labor
After we had our first child, I became a childbirth educator. Knowledge is just so important in education and educating yourselves. So it's just really exciting to see other people feel empowered.
if you don't know what your body's doing, you don't know what's going on, that's going to amplify pain and your brain's going to freak out and you're going to be like, and you're going to feel more pain because you're fearful or anxious. So when you get that visual, okay, my body is working towards something. This is what it's doing.
The training for childbirth education, definitely that was in my head as far as recognizing my thoughts and recognizing what my body was doing. It kind of calms that panic. You just wake up. I think we lost a lot of the confidence that this is something we were made to do, that our bodies are totally capable of doing.
What do you think? Yeah.
I really believe that there's benefits and risks no matter where you choose to give birth. Every family, every couple, every individual approaching birth should have a chance to make that decision from an educated standpoint.
That's baby Nina.
Baby Mina. Say Mina?
Nina.
Yeah. Do you remember when Gabe was that small? No? See, baby Mina was in mommy's belly. And now she's not there anymore. She came out.
She came out, yeah.
So you're the big brother.
You gave the small brother.
And Gabe's a small brother. And then you have a baby sister.